Listen carefully, chosen ones. God has determined that what I'm going to tell you must be disclosed to you at this very moment, and it cannot be ignored. It is no accident that you are viewing this movie. God has brought you here for a reason, and something so significant is happening in your life that it can no longer be concealed. You can't handle this, God says, but that's precisely why He's showing you now. It's time for you to start a new chapter in your life, one in which the exact things you've been hoping for are already on their way to becoming a reality, rather than simply dreams. Indeed, God has determined that this is your moment. There is no denying the urgency of the change you are about to undergo, and it is unlike anything you have ever experienced. Your life is coming together more quickly than you could have ever imagined, and there's a reason for it. This is a divine, energetic metamorphosis that will take your spiritual journey to the next level. It's not merely a shift in perspective. You will be in awe of God's power as you watch all you have longed for come to pass as a chosen one. To align yourself with this divine flow, you must first comprehend how this transition occurs before you can go on your destiny. If you feel the abundance of divine love filling your heart, now is the perfect time to share it. By clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more, you can help spread God's blessings far and wide. Your offering will not only touch your own life, but also reach countless souls through this platform. Each of you holds a sacred place in God's magnificent plan, and your generosity will be the answer to many prayers. Take action now. Share your blessings to honor His kingdom, for you were created to accomplish even greater works through His loving hands. May God's grace be with you. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. To assist us achieve 10,000 subscribers, please click the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment with the number 55 before we go any further. This number amplifies the energy of what's about to happen and serves as your signal to the cosmos. Since your spirit knows deep down that this message is for you, you will continue to watch if you are genuinely ready. You may not live to the end if you are not prepared for what God is about to accomplish in your life. But if you are, everything will change for you going forward. God has chosen that now is your time, so get ready, for He is no longer hiding it. Let's get started. Hasn't it always been apparent to you that you were unique? A voice from the universe, a stirring deep within your soul. God is about to disclose something enormous that will completely shock you. The long-awaited truth is now here. Everything will change because of this message and this moment. You are here for a divine purpose. You are no longer merely aimlessly living your life. Now is the moment to awaken to a greater purpose. You have come to this point in your life for a reason. You've been selected. You possess a dormant power that is just waiting to be awakened. You are here right now to receive this message because the cosmos has led you here. It's time to pay attention to God's summons. This is fate, not only a coincidence. An awakening is going to occur in your soul, and you will never be the same again. It's also not a coincidence that you might have sensed a sense of urgency, a draw towards something bigger. There is a reason why God has been attempting to draw your attention. Today is the day that you will start to realize the scope of the broader purpose for which you have been selected. Are you prepared to respond? In actuality, your life was not a coincidence. You were brought into this world by divine will, a meticulously planned scheme from God, rather than just by mere accident. Every action you have taken in life has contributed to a larger plan. All of your journey, hardships, and victories were intended to bring you to this point. Your journey was never intended to take the typical route, which is why you may have occasionally questioned why things didn't always appear to make sense. You are not intended to lead a typical existence. God specifically picked you to bring something remarkable into the world. Everything you've gone through thus far has been preparing you for what is ahead, and your life has meaning and purpose. There's a reason you're here on Earth at this moment and location. Nothing in your life is a mistake. It's time for you to accept the truth of your divine origins, as the cosmos has worked together to bring you to this moment. You are being invited to realize that you are a part of something far greater than yourself. This is your moment. Hit subscribe now and step into something greater. Don't miss out. You may have been told that your parents were the only source of your existence, but when you look back on your life, you realize that this is not the case. The spiritual world is where you really came from. The only way you came into this world was through your earthly parents. Even though they may have loved, cared for, and raised you, your soul was created by heavenly will rather than human conception. To realize your full potential, you must comprehend this. Your actual identity and purpose originate from a higher realm. They are not determined by the constraints of the corporeal world. Your strength comes from your spiritual heritage. You've always had that divine connection within of you, just waiting for the ideal time to come to life. Your parents may have been your physical mentors, but they could never have given you the inner strength and purpose you possess. It's time for you to embrace the heavenly energy that resides inside you, which transcends worldly bloodlines. You were predestined to follow a path that would bring you back to who you really are. Your family's history is more complex than you would think. Every generation has carried on a strong legacy. Someone in your lineage, possibly even one of your ancestors, was selected similarly to how you are today. They had been chosen by God to serve a higher purpose. You are the heir to that legacy. The abilities you sense arising within you are not arbitrary. Rather, they represent a component of your inherited traits from your ancestors. It's time for you to accept the divine calling that has been given to you, since you are the living example of their legacy. You now have the opportunity to do what your forefathers were unable to do. This legacy is a live, breathing energy inside of you, not merely a fragment of your family's past. It's time for you to respect the energy that runs through your blood from your ancestry. Your job is far from over, and you have the capacity to accomplish what many who came before you were unable to. With you, the legacy lives on. There have been people throughout history who have transcended this world's physical bounds. They went beyond just living and dying like regular people. They came to a place in their spiritual development where their bodies changed into something far more. The ascension to a higher state of existence is referred to as the crystalline body. In what is known as the rapture, these people attained the pinnacle of spiritual development and were removed from the planet. You can now experience this metamorphosis. The same divine energy that can bring about this sublime condition is within you. It is possible for your soul to develop into something much more than you could ever dream. Only if you answer the call will you be able to experience this future. You will not only live, but you will transcend if you decide to accept who you really are and follow your destiny. It's not a simple process. If you are willing to make the voyage, you will undergo a spiritual metamorphosis that will alter you permanently, but it takes commitment, self-control, and a steadfast belief in your divine mission. When the time comes, Your body will ascend in the same manner as the great ones did before you, and you will become a part of a higher, more enlightened existence. Dear brothers and sisters, may the peace of God fill your hearts today. I come to remind you of a profound truth. Our lives are firmly established in God's divine purpose, untouched by the fleeting worries of this world. As Scripture tells us, give and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over, will be poured into your lap. Luke 6:38. Like the mighty oak whose roots are planted deep in rich soil, our foundation is anchored in God's eternal truth. Every move we make, every stand we take is upheld by His enduring strength. Today, you have the opportunity to participate in this divine blessing. By clicking the Super Thank You button and offering a gift of $100, you will sow into a harvest that will return to you many times over in God's abundant grace. You've only just started to access the heavenly energy that is concealed inside you. Your soul contains more than 100 divine skills. These abilities are not arbitrary. Rather, they are gifts that have been handed down through the years and are expressions of God's own vitality. Some of these abilities are intended to help you speak with the divine, while others are meant to help you actualize your deepest aspirations. However, you might not fully comprehend these skills just yet. There have probably been times when you felt like something special was occurring inside of you, but you were unable to describe it. Your heavenly force is being awakened by these feelings, desires, and intuitions. Even if you didn't see them for what they were, you've probably already seen glimmers of your potential. It's time to become aware of these abilities. These skills will get stronger the more you align yourself with your divine mission. However, to unlock them, you need to be patient, focused, and willing to believe in something bigger than yourself. You have to have faith that these gifts were intended for you and that you will use them to achieve your greater purpose. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. This is no coincidence if you've ever had an inexplicable draw toward God, a feeling that something inside of you longs for a heavenly connection. It is your spiritual DNA coming to life. The intimate connection to the divine that your soul bears is what is calling you home. The impulse you experience is a strong energy that is igniting your higher self. It is not only a fleeting notion. Your spiritual gifts are emerging when you have a desire to know your actual purpose and get closer to God. You will start to realize your full potential the more you accept this attraction. However, it necessitates that you give yourself over to that calling. Have faith in the process and let the universe lead you to your destination. It takes time for your spiritual DNA to be activated, yet every step you take in the direction of God gets you closer to realizing your full potential. Don't disregard the call. It's your inner divine blueprint coming to life. A wealth of spiritual gifts, each specifically crafted to assist you in achieving your life's goal, were bestowed upon you at birth. These gifts don't always appear as you might anticipate, nor are they always immediately apparent. Some are designed to help you speak with higher beings, while others are supposed to help you manifest your desires or cure others. However, these gifts don't always become active immediately. Sometimes they lie dormant, awaiting the ideal opportunity to be unlocked. Now is the time. These abilities will start to manifest as you become more in tune with your spiritual path. They are heavenly instruments designed to assist you in achieving your higher purpose. They are not merely arbitrary skills. It's important that you know why these presents are given. They serve the greater good. rather than being done for selfish benefit. Your abilities are intended to change the world for the better by bringing truth, light, and healing. These skills will lead you in unexpected directions as you pursue your own purpose. It's possible that some of you are already called to heal others, to provide consolation and serenity to those who are suffering. Others might be able to see beyond the material world and take in happenings and truths that others are unable to. With just concentrated intention, some of you might be able to bring your greatest aspirations to reality and build the life you've always imagined. These skills are gifts intended to help you on your journey. They are not arbitrary. It's time to start utilizing the many spiritual gifts that are available to you as a chosen one. Your skills are intended to be acknowledged, not concealed or feared. Your gifts are more needed than ever, and they are a part of your divine mission. However, these skills come with responsibilities. They must be used prudently and for the benefit of society. Your powers will grow more powerful and in line with your mission when you embrace your true calling and unite with your greater purpose. At that point, the world will start to alter in ways you never imagined. It's possible that you felt like an outsider, someone with a deeper calling but not knowing how to communicate it, or that you didn't quite fit in with the world around you. This sensation results from the fact that your actual self is found in the spiritual world, rather than the material one. You have a regal lineage that extends into the heavenly world and beyond the material world. You are destined for greatness because of your royal ancestry. You are destined to govern in the spiritual world rather than the material one, and you are born with the blood of spiritual monarchy. As a spiritual leader, you lead people with the grace and wisdom that come from your divine lineage. Realizing your full potential requires accepting this fact. You start to take on your actual position in the world when you recognize the strength that comes from your spiritual heritage. You serve as a mentor, a leader, and a lighthouse for others to follow. There are many obstacles in life, but they are not meant to shatter you. Rather, they are meant to put your fortitude, determination, and capacity to uphold your divine mission to the test. Your true mission, the one you were brought here to accomplish, is being trained in the material world. You can start using your spiritual power once you've passed the physical world's tests. As long as you overcome the obstacles and embrace your goal, your quest will never truly finish. Your current challenges are only stepping stones to a greater purpose. Every obstacle you encounter is a chance to develop, deepen your faith, and get ready for the bigger task that lies ahead. After passing the material test, you will be prepared to fulfill your spiritual destiny, and that is when your actual labor starts. It takes time to develop your heavenly abilities. Daily practice, persistent spiritual discipline, and the commitment to change your life from the inside out are necessary. You have to make a daily commitment to bringing your body, mind, and soul into harmony with the universe's higher frequencies. Simply believing is insufficient. You also need to put the procedures into practice so that these gifts can completely manifest. Daily prayer and meditation are effective ways to awaken your spiritual potential. Spend some time each day in prayer and meditation. Start by calming your thoughts and paying attention to your soul's whispers. Request that God lead you, illuminate your way, and enable you to access the divine energy that resides within you. Sacred prayers at 3 in the morning and sleep meditation are 2 ways to deepen your spiritual connection and incorporate quiet times into your daily routine, where you can hear God's voice. You will start tuning into higher frequencies. These holy rituals have great power and have been used for millennia by prophets and saints to obtain heavenly instruction. Subtle changes in your life will become apparent to you over time. You'll start to feel more in sync with your divine destiny, have more vivid dreams, and develop a stronger intuition. This marks the start of discovering your latent abilities. Throughout history, prophets, saints, and mystics have all praised the hours between 3 in the morning as a precious window of time, and 4 a.m., the line separating the spiritual and material worlds, is at its thinnest during this period. This is the opening that allows the most unrestricted flow of heavenly wisdom and direction. When you awaken at 3 in the morning, you are creating a strong conduit to receive messages from the higher realms when you offer a prayer from the bottom of your heart. The 3 a.m. prayer gateway is a spiritual activity that has been utilized by people who have already traveled the holy path. It is not only a moment. God's voice is more audible during these silent, peaceful times. During this sacred moment, you can find the answers you're looking for, the clarity you need, and the guidance you're craving. Give yourself over to the divine wisdom that flows through you while you pray, allowing yourself to be totally present in the moment. You allow yourself to be directly guided by God, your higher self, and even divine entities like angels when you integrate this practice into your everyday life. The 3 a.m. The secret to releasing your full potential and bringing your soul into harmony with your mission is the prayer gateway. Don't undervalue this moment. It has the capacity to significantly alter your life. Now is the moment to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. With a donation of $100 or more, you can actively participate in His divine mission and contribute to His greater plan. Every offering you make reflects the boundless generosity of God, and I trust it will return to you abundantly, far exceeding your hopes. Always remember, His protection and blessing accompany your every step and every act of giving. You are a vital part of His sacred design. You are strong and radiant, steadfast like His mighty rock. Experience God's miracles, feel the rewards of your generosity deep within your soul, and shine your light with boldness and faith. May you be richly blessed, and may the light of the Lord continually guide your journey. Have you ever had an unexplained energy spike, or perhaps a profound intuitive sense that something was going to happen only for it to materialize? These are the indications that your heavenly powers are already becoming apparent. Maybe you've cured someone without even realizing it. Or maybe you've had encounters when your intuition led you in ways that defied reason. These instances are not random occurrences. Rather, they are hints of the strength you possess. It's possible that you've experienced an intense attraction to particular locations, people, or circumstances, as if something more than yourself were guiding you. It's possible that you have had times when you felt genuinely in line with your greater purpose and had a close relationship with the divine. These indications show that you already possess the spiritual gifts you possess. Are you prepared to harness them then? If you pause and listen, you will realize that these times are heavenly messages, even though it's tempting to write them off as random events or strange emotions. Your connection to your powers will get stronger the more you recognize these indicators. Have faith that you already possess the skills that have always been there. It's time to give them an embrace. You've been waiting for this moment, the one that will permanently alter your life. It's time to truly embrace your destiny, now that you've sensed the stirrings inside of you, the call to something more. This is your turning point, the time you emerge from the shadows and enter the light of your actual purpose. You have been selected by God for a purpose, and this is the moment to answer that call. Although the road ahead will not be simple, it will be worthwhile. You will encounter hurdles, uncertainties, and barriers, but keep in mind that these are only assessments of your fortitude and faith. You go closer to achieving your soul's destiny with each step you take in the direction of your divine purpose. Now is your time to embrace the extraordinary and rise above the ordinary, as the cosmos is working in your favor. Don't let uncertainty, doubt, or fear stop you. Now's your moment to shine. Your mission, your abilities, and your light are needed by the world. With the knowledge that God is behind you, take a bold step forward. Now is the moment to seize your breakthrough. You're meant for this. Don't pass it up. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. For the most of your life, certain aspects of yourself have been concealed. These are profound, soul-shaking realities that have been suppressed until the perfect time, which is now, rather than merely being straightforward facts that are easy for human minds to comprehend. God is allowing you to see a truth that exists beyond of time and space, a reality that goes beyond the material world. You've been waiting for this discovery. There have been many questions, uncertainties, and confusing times in your life, but all of it was a part of God's plan. Finally, the hidden realities are coming to light. You might be shocked by these facts, or they might help you understand feelings you've always had but couldn't quite put your finger on. In any case, this realization is a gift that will light your journey and enable you to fully embrace your destiny. You'll realize when the truth comes to light that it's not just about your history, but also about your future goals. The whole picture is finally coming together, even if you've been living your life with pieces of the puzzle. You are uncovering the secrets of your soul, your abilities, and your divine lineage. It's time for you to realize that you were never intended to have a modest life and to fully embrace your spiritual destiny. This information will change your life. It will provide you with the self-assurance to continue on your spiritual path. Accept the realities that are emerging. They will help you discover your actual purpose and the fact that you were always destined for something far greater than you could have ever dreamed. Have you ever had a profound sense of restlessness, an unexplainable inner unease that keeps you awake at night? These waves of inner unrest and restless nights are not coincidental or symptoms of stress. They are spiritual warning signs. Your soul is attempting to tell you that something has to be taken care of inside of you. These feelings are your inner self's calls for you to awaken. Thus, you should not disregard them. A strong spiritual indicator is restlessness. It frequently happens when you feel disconnected from your actual self, when your purpose seems unattainable or unfulfilled. This internal conflict can show up physically as sleeplessness, discomfort, or even emotional agony, but it's not something to be afraid of. Rather, it's the universe telling you that you have more to learn and do, and calling you back to your higher self. Your soul is telling you that it's time for a change with this disc. In this spiritual awakening, pain also has a function. It encourages you to grow and heal. Pain, whether it be physical or emotional, can serve as a springboard for self-awareness. It compels you to face aspects of yourself that require attention, aspects that might have been neglected or repressed for an extended period. Accept the discomfort rather than fleeing from it. Recognize that these feelings are pointing you in the direction of change. The lessons of these spiritual alarms will bring you serenity as you learn to listen to them. Pain will become healing. Insomnia will become enlightenment, and restlessness will become understanding. Aligning with your higher purpose is what this process entails. You will enter a deeper state of understanding and tranquility as you listen to your soul's guidance. Have you ever felt alone or misunderstood by others around you? Those who are spiritually awakened often have this experience.